What if I told you that by simply observing something, you change its reality? This isn't science fiction, it's quantum physics. And the truth is, the universe behaves differently when we're watching. Let's unravel the mystery of the observer effect, where science and consciousness collide. The observer effect is one of the strangest and most fascinating ideas in quantum mechanics. At its core, it suggests that the act of observing a quantum system changes its behavior. But could this go beyond particles and affect reality itself? It all started with the double-slit experiment, the cornerstone of this mystery. Here's how it goes. If you don't observe electrons, they act like waves, creating an interference pattern, as though each particle went through both slits at once. But the moment you place a detector to see which slit the electron goes through, the interference pattern disappears. The particles act like particles. In other words, when we observe the electrons, we force them to choose a definite path. But why? Why does watching something fundamentally change its behavior? Believe it or not, the observer effect isn't just for quantum particles. You've experienced it in everyday life. The camera effect, traffic cameras, and workplace productivity all change when we know we're being observed. So if observation changes human behavior, could it also change the behavior of reality itself? At the heart of this mystery is the quantum measurement problem. In quantum mechanics, particles exist in a state of probability, a superposition, until they're measured. The moment we observe them, the wave function collapses and the particle chooses a definite state. But here's the million-dollar question. What exactly causes that collapse? Is it the measuring device, or is it the consciousness of the observer? Some physicists, like John von Neumann and Eugene Wigner, took this a step further. They suggested that physical reality doesn't fully exist in a definite form until a conscious mind observes it. Without consciousness, the universe might remain in a state of pure potential, like Schrödinger's cat, alive and dead at the same time. If you thought the double-slit experiment was strange, physicist John Wheeler's delayed choice experiment takes it further. In this experiment, the decision to observe a particle can be made after the particle has passed through the double slits. Yet, somehow, that future observation retroactively determines whether the particle behaved like a wave or a particle. In essence, observing something in the present seems to influence the past. Now, if observing particles changes their behavior, it's tempting to ask, could our thoughts and intentions influence reality on a larger scale? This idea echoes ancient philosophical traditions like idealism, which suggests that reality is fundamentally mental, that consciousness is not just a product of the universe, but its foundation. Some modern theories, like panpsychism, propose that consciousness isn't something humans have. It's a fundamental property of the universe, like space, time, and energy. If that's true, then observing reality doesn't just shape what we see. It could mean the universe itself is, in some way, aware. The observer effect forces us to ask big questions. Is reality truly objective, or is it shaped by the act of observing it? Could focusing on positive outcomes actually influence the probabilities around us? Might the act of believing in our potential help shape reality in our favor? Whether or not consciousness truly shapes reality remains an open question, but the fact that quantum physics even raises this possibility is remarkable. The observer effect suggests that we're not passive spectators of the universe. We may, in some mysterious way, be active participants in creating it. So the next time you look at the stars, ask yourself, is the universe looking back?